Hey folks, welcome to my channel Number Pen. We have the problem on your screen. Limit x tending to 0, 1 minus cos x divided by x square, right? Now there are two ways of solving this problem and I'm going to explain in this video how we go about solving them by both the ways, right? So what is 1 minus cos square x? We know that sine square x plus cos square x is always equals 1, right? So I'm going to do a simple rationalization. Remember, if you go back to my previous videos where we solved a dozen problems on rational functions and finding their limits, we did a technique called rationalization of either the numerator or the denominator or both, right? So I'm going to do something very similar here to help us simplify what we have in front of us. So let me do that, and all that I need to do is multiply it by a 1 plus cos x, right? I'm going to do that in the denominator as well, and that doesn't change the equation. So let me copy x squared here, and I'm going to write it as 1 plus cos x, right? So 1 minus cos x into 1 plus cos x, right? What is that? Your a minus b into a plus b, right? Where your a is 1 and your b is cos x. So that transforms our expression as 1 minus cos square. And I'm going to write this like this. So there we have the updated expression. So you've got 1 minus cos square of x divided by x square into 1 plus cos x, right? And I'm going to move to the next line, folks. And when I rewrite this, what do I get? X tending to 0. And my numerator is nothing but my sine square of x, for the reason that sine square theta plus cos square theta equals 1 always, whatever be the value of theta, right? So I'm going to write this as sine square and sine square x, and my x square into cos plus x remains as it is for now, right? And now you folks know how to solve the problem. Again, I'm going to rewrite this combining the sine square x by x square, which is nothing but my 1, right, as limits tends to 0, right? So I copy this, I copy my x square, I have my into 1 by 1 plus cos x, right? Which is the limit of sine square x by x square is nothing but 1. And when I do a substitution of x equals 0 on 1 divided by 1 plus cos x, we have 1 divided by 1 plus 1, right? Because cos of 0 is nothing but 1. And therefore, we write this as 1 into 1 by 2, which means your answer is half. So that's one way to solve this problem. And allow me to minimize this so that we get everything on the same line. Yeah. Now I'm going to show you the second method. Now this uses a trigonometric formula, right? And I leave it to you to decide which method you want to use to solve these problems, as long as you are extremely fine in remembering all the trigonometric formulas. These problems could become a lot more simpler for you. But remember, if you go wrong in any of these formulas, uh, or your memory gets lost when you're trying to recall these formulas, you might end up making a mistake. So I'm just going to show you quickly how to solve this problem by the other method. So we know that sine of, let me write this out here. So this is the formula that we have: 2 sine square x equals 1 minus cos 2x, right? So this also means 2 sine square x by 2 equals 1 minus cos x, right? So, when this expression is applicable for x, we know how to rewrite it when we want to make it applicable for x by 2, right? So I've just replaced x by 2 everywhere, and that's how you get the expression. So what is your 1 minus cos x? It is nothing but 2 sine square x by 2, right? So I rewrite this in the above expression. So I rewrite this using the formula that we saw above, and I'm gonna write this like this. Means my denominator remains as it is for now, and what is that? That's my x square, right? Now my x square can be written as x by 2 the x by 2 the whole square into 4, right? All that I'm doing is I'm rewriting x square by x square by 4 into 4, right? So let's write it that way so that it becomes a lot more clearer. By 4 into 4, right? And what is this? This is nothing but by 2 the whole square. I'm going to bracket this, x by 2 the whole square. And when I do this, right? So now it becomes a lot more simpler, and I want to draw your attention to the standard formula: sine theta by theta as theta tends to 0, or you might want to call it x as x tending to 0 is always 1, right? As far as the limit of that particular expression is concerned. So now we know how to rewrite this, right? So I'm not going to I'm going to skip that interim step, and I'm going to write it as 2 divided by 4, which is again your final answer for this question, which is 1 by 2, right? So I hope you found this content useful. Please do subscribe to my channel and support. Thank you.